Welcome back, teachers. In this video, we are going to discuss strategies related to relationship well-being. Remember, in an earlier video, we discussed 5 core areas of social-emotional learning skills, and we highlighted that social awareness and relationship skills are 2 key areas for relationship well-being. Because relationships can lift us up or wear us down, and relationship challenges are common in our lives, in this session, we will focus on relationship strategies. Have you ever had a long day at school only to go home and end up in an argument with your partner or child? Or perhaps there was a small misunderstanding with another teacher that made the staff room feel heavy for days or even negatively affected how you interacted with your learners. These situations don't just stay in our heads. When relationships are full of tension, they affect how we feel emotionally, physically, and mentally. But here's the good news: healthy relationships are powerful stress relievers. When we feel understood, supported, and appreciated, our brains and bodies feel calmer. We sleep better, work better, and enjoy life more. That's why this session is so important. In this session, you're going to learn how to build strong relationships with coworkers and loved ones. How to protect those connections with good communication and boundaries. And how to repair them when things go wrong. Because when your relationships are strong, they become a source of strength, not stress. To recap, we focus on strong relationship building because it helps reduce stress. When you have good relationships, you feel more supported and less alone. Conflicts at home or school can increase stress and affect your health. But learning how to listen, speak up respectfully, and resolve problems can reduce stress and improve both your personal and professional life. Let's take a moment to reflect on your social relationship skills and well-being. Please reflect on how well you interact with others and in managing conflict. This exercise will help you identify your strengths and weaknesses. Being aware of your weaknesses, you can then focus on practicing strategies that improve them. Please pause the video and write down your strengths and weaknesses in your social relationship skills and things that you wish to improve. We're now going to share with you some effective strategies to boost social relationship well-being. You may select 1 to 2 strategies to practice based on your reflection. Let's start with a few effective interpersonal strategies. These strategies help you connect with others better. One strategy is attentive listening. Attentive listening means not just hearing with your ears but listening with your whole heart. If your colleague is complaining about something, instead of planning your response, try to understand what's really bothering them. Maybe they are overwhelmed or just need support. Imagine a fellow teacher says, "I'm so tired of these lesson plans." You could quickly respond, "Me too," and move on. But what if you asked, "What's been making them harder for you lately?" That kind of listening opens the door to connection. Now let's talk about nonverbal cues. Did you know that over half of communication isn't about words? It's in facial expressions, tone, or even how someone is standing. If your student keeps avoiding eye contact and shrinking back, they may be feeling insecure or afraid without saying a word. As teachers and parents, it's important to pay attention to these unspoken signs. Sometimes, the child may not say, "I'm scared," but their body will. The third effective interpersonal strategy is empathy. Empathy builds trust, which is key to strong relationships. The ability to look at the world through the other person's perspective, even when we do not agree with them, is golden. Putting ourselves in their shoes builds understanding and facilitates relationship growth. Next, we will share a few effective communication strategies. Communication is something we do every day. How we communicate can either build trust or break it. Think of communication like a bridge between people. When the bridge is strong and clear, it's easy to cross. But if the bridge is weak, full of anger, assumptions, or silent people, it can fall into misunderstanding and hurt. So, what are effective strategies? First, be clear about your needs. Sometimes we expect others to just know what we want. But people can't read our minds. For example, if you feel overworked at school, don't just keep quiet and grow resentful. You can calm yourself down and say, I've been handling many tasks lately. Can we divide them so I don't burn out? At home, if you need help with chores, say, I'd appreciate it if you could help wash the dishes while I cook. When we are clear and calm, people are more likely to respond with kindness. Secondly, set healthy boundaries respectfully. Boundaries are not about being rude or pushing people away. They are about protecting your energy and setting limits so you don't get overwhelmed. For example, the parent calls you late at night about their child's marks. You can politely say, I'm happy to talk about this, but please let's discuss it during school hours. Boundaries help reduce stress and keep relationships respectful. And remember, you don't have to feel guilty for protecting your time and well-being. Finally, don't assume. Ask questions. Misunderstandings often happen because we assume. We think we know why someone acted a certain way, but we could be wrong. For example, you hear a colleague say your name quietly and laugh. You feel offended and assume they're gossiping about you. But what if they weren't? Instead of jumping to conclusions, calmly ask, hey, I noticed you mentioned me earlier. Was there something you wanted to share with me? This reduces tension and gives space for truth. The conflict resolution skills we will share are called SAFE strategies. These 4 awesome skills will help you resolve conflicts like a boss. Each skill is represented by a letter in the word SAFE. So, let's dive in. The first skill is staying calm. When you stay calm in a conflict, you're better able to think clearly and find a solution. You will also do better to control your anger, be fair in your words, and not make mistakes or do more damage to your relationship. So take a deep breath, walk away for a few minutes, try to relax, then stay cool. Next up is asking questions. Instead of jumping to conclusions and making assumptions, ask open and honest questions and listen attentively. Respect each other's views, do not disagree or be defensive, and keep staying calm while you listen to each other's perspectives. This helps you understand the situation better and avoid misunderstandings. Now, let's find out how to express feelings. It's important to give yourself and others the space to express emotions. Be honest and specific about why the situation is upsetting to you. Remember to use the I statement to express how you're feeling and why and what makes you feel this way. You should also give the other person an opportunity to do the same. Only when the perspective and negative emotions are shared can the causes and reasons that lead to conflict be understood. You and your conflict partner may apologize to one another as needed so you can make peace with the conflict. Finally, it's time to exchange ideas. Both parties need to share their thoughts and come up with possible solutions. Consider all the information and work together to find the best solution or compromise. By practicing the SAFE skills, you'll be able to resolve conflicts in any relationship, whether it's with your friends, family, or even that special someone. So, grab your cape and get ready to become a conflict resolution hero with the SAFE skills. Healthy relationships are key to a teacher's well-being. Please pick a few strategies to practice to continue boosting your wellness. You don't have to be perfect, but you can choose to grow. And that makes all the difference. Let's build stronger connections, one conversation at a time. And remember, if a relationship becomes abusive, it's okay to seek outside help and ask for mediation. You deserve peace and support too. It has been wonderful to share our strategies and be with you on this personal wellness journey. We wish you well as you practice.